So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Another carry for him. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Back-to-back carries here. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 from the 41. To the well again. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
They give it to him again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
1st and 10, Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He'll get this one to Brown. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up an LA 1st down. They'll give left side. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
The give here on second. And he drives this forward to the 6. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. They'll run for this. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. First down, and they go right back to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
With the wrong direction the last play, need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. They'll try him left side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. We'll see if they go for it here. 4th down near the end zone. They snap it to Herbert. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. out and set. 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Going run again with Swift. Escapes a defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision in extra yards.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Staying grounded with Swift. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really...
Touchdown! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Bails out of the pocket quick. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Herbert to throw once more. Escapes the pocket. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. Offense up to the line fast. Herbert now to throw on third. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Herbert now off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Connects on the crosser. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, Herbert. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Herbert throwing again. Headed out right. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Jeremy Chin has got it. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And he makes the left go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Carlson now to add one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. The Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Return starts at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Herbert back to it after the pick. Buys time, rolling right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Herbert now. That's complete. Here's Brown. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. From the 32. Escapes out to the left. He's keeping it. He's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Has a man, it's Brown. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10 now, Herbert. Catch is made in close. And this is down all the way to the 3. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Going ground on 1st and goal. Has the LA touchdown. The Chargers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. Blast through midfield. Reaches the 30. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders take the lead just before halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, right at the 25 to end that return. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He's back to throw. He beams one deep right side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Chargers 14.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Swift to start the drive. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. B.J. Hill, the one to bring him down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Running behind center with Swift. And he'll get it up to the 44. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for Raiders first.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
They go play action on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Big play pushes them beyond midfield. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Vacates quickly left side. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That's Marcus Davenport with the tackle. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Flush down out to his left. He takes it himself. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Getting out to his left. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. It's a pickup of 26. And it brings up an LA 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, they'll run. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Ooh, incomplete there on 2nd down, but boy, a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly picked off and headed the other way.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Joshua Williams has it. And the Raiders will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Where you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Just 1 yard on 1st and goal. Still 4 yards to go on 2nd. Swift. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders take a 3-possession lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returning it from the 4. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the Chargers' 21-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Stopped by Deion Henley. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. Setting up a throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders make it a 24-point ball game.
Chargers 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Could make the connection, was looking for Lad McConkey. So it's second down coming up. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders get it back after.